Globalization.
Globalization, customer needs. So any company doesn't exist in a vacuum. You exist in a larger environment. And if things are not changing in the larger environment, then we can keep doing what we are doing. We got our market share, and as the population grows, we can sell more houses or more bicycles. When I was going to Pilani, I did my internship at Hindustan Motors in Calcutta, and my uncle was... So I used to remember when I would go to Narendra's office that people would call because they had to wait 6 months to get an ambassador, you know. It was the only game in town, and so, you know, can get us sooner. Now I read, I think a month ago, they stopped producing ambassador. So it was okay until there was no other player in town, and they could sell, and people were buying, and but as Maruti and others came up. So what happens is that these external changes, the customer needs and expectations, global economy, technology, cloud computing, and government regulation. So those changes, those two white arrows on the intersection, they are going to squeeze you. So only any company can grow if the internal rate of change exceeds the external rate of change. So that purple arrow in the yellow circle, that is the internal rate of change. So FedEx has been able to grow and sustain. So when I joined the company, we were about 6,000 employees, 400 million. Now they have, in one country, US, now they have 300,000 employees in 212 countries and $45 billion. And in fact, the air business is kind of slowing down because ground has become so reliable, so at least in the US. But so the two key things for management is, one, you always have to be looking out the window, what is happening out there. Because what happens, you know, we are doing well and we are so busy, we can keep up with our business, and you get internally focused and things change. So for 9 years, as part of my job, member of the long range planning, we used to meet with Fred Smith, the founder, 8 of us, every third Tuesday for 4 hours, 8 to 12, without fail. And that's what we will talk about. What is happening out there? China and India, this is 89 to 98 when I had that position. And what can FedEx do to take advantage? And he could see in the 80s that manufacturing was moving from US to China, so they would need transportation. So we transport all the Apple iPads and iPhones and, you know, all high value added goods because technology, they are obsolete in 3 months, so they have to move fast. And so, and then, you know, as Krishnan mentioned, should I call you RV or Krishnan?
Krishnan.
Krishnan. You know, I request a half-hour meeting with the CEO before I take any engagement, and I only ask one question. You know, what keeps you awake at night? And then they will say, you only want one? I said, yeah, just the one. You know, and what they would say is, and they would say, you know, Madan or Madan, if they are in India, that we have to innovate. We can keep doing what we are doing. And then the follow-up thing is that how do we tap into the creative potential of all the employees. In fact, I was interviewing a radio in Mumbai on Wednesday. So I said, you know, those of us, in fact, what I was telling you, making us look good, you know, I picked up this last Business Week as I was leaving house, and on the cover is Sundar Pichai. He is the head of mobility at Google. And in fact, there is a picture inside where they put a cross on Larry and Sergey, who started Google, and he said he's the new guy at Google. I mean, mobile technology and everything is moving. So this book, you know, in fact, this young lady was asking me, a blogger here in town, you know, what made you write this book? And I said, you know, the question, how do we unleash creative potential? And I said, you know, those of us who went there are not any smarter than anybody else back home. It's just that whether it is Sundar or whatever I was able to do at FedEx is the environment. the leadership that allowed you to express what if. In fact, FedEx, I have to be careful of time because I can tell stories for 4 hours. And I know you have to get back, and so 8 o'clock, that's when I wrap up. So Fred Smith was going to school at Yale in the 60s, undergraduate, and he grew up in Memphis, and he got his pilot license when he was 15. That was his hobby. So just as a sort of, part-time job, he was flying these planes in Connecticut around the Yale campus, and he would hear these pilot kind of bitch and moan, said, we were hired to fly executives, and all we are doing is flying this stupid spare part to keep Xerox running or IBM running or some other. So he came back to his dorm and said, what if there was an airline dedicated to express cargo? That is the genesis of FedEx. It wasn't any big study or anything. He just could see that with the computers coming up and certainly medical technology and other, that there will be need for a critical spare part, some time-definite system. Then of course, in fact, he borrowed from Nagpur the hub and spoke system. India was one of the first countries where 3 planes used to come from Bombay, Calcutta, Madras and Nagpur at midnight, and then they would sort mail and then they would go out, and that's the system, hub and spoke, the Memphis hub. And if you have time, I got a 3-minute video to show, you cannot comprehend the complexity of a 200 airplane coming in, and within 4 hours you unload all the packages, you sort them, put them back, and they are back out landing at 6:30 in New York or LA, and 10,000 people. It's a 700-acre facility. But the point is that on the first night, the sorting system was a table as big as this room. 20 people standing on a table and sorting 29 packages from 6 flights. That was how FedEx, certainly now, 9 million packages every night. So who is responsible for change in the organization? These are not trick questions, simple. Who is going for change?
Every employee.
Every employee. People would say sometime, it is the senior management CEO. Certainly, they play a role, but doesn't matter how smart. I spent some time with Ram Durai and spent a couple hours with Ajim Premji. And, certainly they are smart guys and they have done well. But only 24 hours in the day. There is no way Christian can keep up with everything what is going on. So you have to depend on people and you have to tap into that. And in fact, when I talk to the young guys in India, I do some work at IIM Bangalore and IIM Calcutta. I did a workshop at ISB a few years ago. And that they are interested in, that's what they want. They want to make a difference. So the challenge is us, those of us who are in the management and older, to create that environment so that we can tap into that. So hopefully in the next half hour I'll share some thought as to what FedEx did. In fact, my group, I had about 125 engineers working for me, and we designed all the hubs around the world, in Dubai, Paris. And so Fred would call in the morning and say, but then what if, we look at DC-10, we had a 727 fleet, so how does it fit into, what if you open up a hub in Dubai or Paris or there? So so those 4-hour meetings I was telling you, all we talked about is there were 8 or 10 what ifs. What if China grows 20%? How would we handle it? What if US grows? So that if you get only one thing out of today's conversation, just what if? Because typically what we do, when somebody comes with a problem in our office, and we have whiteboard in all of our offices, and so immediately we go and start writing how to, 1, 2, 3. This is what we do. But creative problem solving says, before we lock into how to, let us explore what if. And example of, that's the other question I asked when I was talking to Ram. I said, walk me through. What got you here where you are? Just walk me through. So it took about 30 minutes, and he and I went to same kind of school in high school in Delhi, and Delhi University he went, I went to Pilani. And then he said, I joined TCS in 72, and Mr. Kohli in 79 says, Ram, I want you to go to New York. And he said, why? What? He said, I just want you to go because I like the way you think, and you will figure